Hey guys, it's Ishani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101. So today I have a really exciting video on something that I've gotten a lot of questions on. Today we're going to be talking about the new Anastasia Beverly Hills and Amrezy collaboration highlighter. This product has been receiving tons and tons of hype. I'm sure you guys are on this video because you were curious, is this product really worth it? And also, is this product really that unique, or can we dupe it? So in today's video, I'm going to be talking all about this highlighter. I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. I'll show you guys swatches. I'll even show you guys this actually going onto my skin. And then towards the end, we are going to see if we can dupe this highlighter. First things first, let's go ahead and talk about the packaging. This is the box that the highlighter comes in. It's a really nice soft touch black. And then this is the actual compact of the highlighter. It is a really shiny plastic, so I don't know how well you guys are able to see this, but it does say Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy, and then it does have little stars around the compact. And then when you open it up, it does have a little clicky button down here. This is what the inside of the compact looks like. There is a mirror up here, and then the actual highlighter actually has these little hills, or it kind of reminds me of like desert sand dunes or something, like, you know, the little desert hills. That's sort of what it reminds me of. Now, I purchased this highlighter directly off the Anastasia website for $28. This highlighter will also be available at Sephora, I believe Ulta and Macy's stores really soon. Just to give you guys a little description of this highlighter, I'm going to read this directly off the Anastasia website. It says, the limited edition Amrezy highlighter is an illuminating powder that achieves the perfect glow. With the feel of second skin, this ultra smooth formula delivers a radiant finish and reflects a light, brilliant gold. So here's a look at how the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter looks on my skin tone. On the left, you can see there's a really concentrated swatch. I don't think anybody would ever wear the highlighter this pronounced on your face, but if you wanted to use it as an eyeshadow, I just wanted to show you that you can build it up. On the right-hand side, you can see how it would actually look when you blend it onto your cheeks. According to Anastasia and Amrezy, this highlighter is really special, not necessarily because of the coloring of it, but more so because of its formula. Supposedly, this is a really unique formula that is completely different from anything else on the market. Now, to me, and I've used a lot of highlighters on the market, this formula feels the most similar to something like the MAC Extra Dimension Skinfinishes. This is a formula that MAC has had around for years. They used to bring it back and forth in limited edition collections, and they recently did make it permanent. And I do feel like this is the most similar to the Extra Dimension. However, it might be just the slightest bit smoother. This formula might be just the slightest bit easier to use, because I do find that the Extra Dimension Skinfinishes need a little bit of a special brush. You kind of need a denser or stiffer brush to really pick this formula up. I feel like this formula just isn't quite as finicky, but it gives a very similar effect. So now I'll go ahead and go into showing you guys this product being applied to my skin. So on one side of my face, I went ahead and used a natural bristle brush, and I just went into the highlighter dry, and I just applied it to the tops of my cheekbones like I would any highlighter. You can see that it gives an instantly really bright glowing effect. It's almost like your skin just pops. As you can see, blending this across the skin is absolutely no struggle at all. It blends into the skin beautifully. It doesn't look like it's sitting on top of the skin. And then applying this highlighter to the other side of my face, I decided to use a synthetic brush, and I decided to go ahead and wet the brush after I loaded it with product, just to see if this highlighter would play any differently with a wet brush. And I will say, on wet application, it definitely went on a lot stronger and a lot more bright initially, but I did have a little bit of issue kind of blending it out and making it look more seamless. I will say the end result of both application methods looks really similar, so personally I would just use it dry because it looks pretty much the same as using it wet, and it's a lot less blending and effort. I really do love this shade of gold on my skin as well. It's very flattering. It does look look really bright, but because this color doesn't have a white or a chalky base color to it, I feel like pretty much every skin tone would be able to pull this off. It doesn't make the tops of my cheekbones look white or ashy. It just looks like you are glowing. It is really, really stunning. Alrighty, so now what all of you guys are waiting for, let's go ahead and show you guys swatch comparisons of some similar shades that I found in my collection. I have a couple of disclaimers before I jump into the swatches. First off, I couldn't find a perfect exact dupe, at least not when you look at the swatches really concentrated on my skin. Now remember, you are shearing out a highlighter across the tops of your cheekbones, so the concentrated swatches you're seeing on my arm might show a difference in the colors, but realistically when you get it on your skin, you're really not going to be able to tell that much of a difference. Also, another disclaimer I want to make is that the dupes I'm going to show you are not necessarily inexpensive alternatives to this, and some of them even have a higher price tag than this Amrezy one. But the reason I still wanted to show you is because I know some of you guys might already have some of these other highlighters in your collection, so seeing them next to this one might give you a good point of reference on whether or not you actually want to purchase another highlighter in a fairly similar shade. Alrighty, so I have two sets of swatches to show you guys. First off, I want to show you guys swatch comparisons of the Amrezy highlighter next to other shades that are similar in a similar formula. So all of these formulas are similar to the MAC Extra Dimension or the Estee Lauder Powder Gelee, which I would say is the closest formula to this Amrezy highlighter. So the first highlighter we're going to compare is the Estee Lauder Modern Mercury Powder Gelee highlighter. This came out in the Victoria Beckham collection, and I don't think it is a permanent product, but it has been re-released a couple times. We're also going to compare it to the OFRA NikkieTutorials highlighter, specifically this shade, which is the medium shade of the three that she launched, and this shade is available individually. I'll go ahead and put the name on the screen right now because I don't quite remember what it was called. We're also going to be comparing it to MAC's Extra Dimension Skinfinish in Oh Darling. Mine is in limited edition packaging, but this is a permanent shade. And then finally, we're going to be comparing it to Estee Lauder's Heat Wave. This is one of their Powder Gelee highlighters. Again, I don't believe this is a permanent product, but Estee Lauder does bring this back pretty frequently. So here we have a look at all of those highlighters swatched across my arm. Right in the center, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. So starting from the very left, we have the Estee Lauder Modern Mercury highlighter, which is darker and more pink toned than the Amrezy one. Next up, we have the OFRA NikkieTutorials highlighter, and that one is slightly darker and more peach toned than the Amrezy one. Next in the lineup, we have MAC's Oh Darling, and this one is slightly more peach than the Amrezy highlighter, but I will say it is a very close dupe. And then finally, we have Estee Lauder's Heat Wave, and again, this one is ever so slightly more peach, but again, a really close dupe. So those were all of the really similar highlighters I have that are also of a similar formula. Now I wanted to go ahead and show you guys two highlighters that I would say are also really comparable to the Amrezy color-wise, but formula-wise, they are a little different. First off, we have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Opal. The reason I really wanted to show this to you guys is because I know most of you guys already own this in your collection. And then the other highlighter we're going to compare is the Jouer Powder Highlighter in the shade Topaz. This is a really beautiful shade, and it is fairly similar to the Amrezy one. So here we have all of those highlighters swatched on my arm. Dead center, we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. To the left, we have the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal, which I will say is very slightly more pink, but it is so similar in tone. And then on the right hand side, we have the Jouer highlighter in Topaz, which is darker and a little more pink toned. And in case you guys are wondering how these two highlighters differ in formula, these are very true powder highlighters, whereas like I was saying, the Amrezy one is more of a gelée, metallic, pressed kind of like a hybrid. Now finally, for some housekeeping things on this, just to let you guys know, this product is made in Italy. You also get 9 grams of product in this highlighter, and if you divide that by the $28 that you're paying, you are paying $3.11 per gram, which is a fairly good price per gram. However, with all of that being said, you guys could see that you probably already have similar products in your collection. Is this the most unique, revolutionary, mind-boggling highlighter formula or color? No, but it is really beautiful, and I could see a lot of people pulling it off. But if you already have some of the other products that I mentioned in this video and showed you guys comparison swatches of, you probably don't need this. It's beautiful, but you probably don't need it. Alrighty guys, so there we have it. Those are all of my thoughts on the new Anastasia Beverly Hills and Amrezy collaboration highlighter. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you liked it. And in case you guys are wondering, because I know someone's gonna ask, I did also pick up the new Soft Glam palette from Anastasia. If you want to see a full review on this, just let me know in the comments down below and I will be more than happy to do that. But yeah, that is everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, supporting, and subscribing. It really means the world to me, and I will talk to you guys in my next video on Monday. I'll see you then. Bye.